And there we are. Here it is. Welcome to the St. Patty's Day edition of Tuesday with Todd. How's everybody doing tonight? It looks like, well, we got some people checking in here. Hello, Harry, and hello, Curtis, and hello, Wade. Renee, long time no see. How are you doing there? How's everybody doing? What's everybody got going on this joyous St. Patty's Day? I know that I'm interrupting the Dropkick Murphys concert, but feel free to watch that, watch me, watch that, watch that. I totally know where I'd be here. So here's what we got. Tonight's show is going to be talking about thriving in downtime because as everything is going on around us, there's more orders being canceled. There's more events being canceled. There's more cancellations in general with everything. Here in the mall today, we've got two different memos on time changes of what they were going to be open. I did a quick mall walk beforehand, and I want to say about 7 stores are just closed. They're just done for now. We'll see what happens if they reopen. We might be one of them. If the mall decides to shut down, this might be a good time to say, we're moving it back home and clear out overhead so we can focus on other things from there. So who knows? But while we're still going, we're going to thrive. We're going to do what we can do to succeed and continue to push forward. And hopefully we can get some things to you. So let's see who's all checking in here. Like I said, there's Harry's here, and Curtis is here, and Wade is here, and Renee is here, and Brian's here. Oh, look. Because Kelly's here, and Kelly's here, and Valerie's here. Now, Facebook user, I don't know who you are. So if you want to be able to comment here so we can see it, you need to go to StreamYard to allow and give them permission to post for you here. So that way it'll go ahead and show up there. My one and only laptop just broke. Oh, Curtis, I know that pain. I've been there before when I've had the one and only break and then had to make do with it. Hey, the best thing to do, realistically, look on Facebook Marketplace, man. You can find, a fairly decent laptop for under $300. I think what do we have now? 4 or 5 laptops here, along with the 3 desktops. But I need to buy one for Corey to actually be able to use. The other stuff is equipment based, where this is running this piece of equipment, this is running that piece of equipment. So everything is still there with it. So I've been looking, but at the same time, right now, I'm not going to try and spend anything that is not going to make me more efficient, is not going to provide me with more sales, or isn't going to further advance us or our business. Now with that, yeah, she wants to learn it, she wants to do it, so perfect. I should just go ahead and break down and say, yep, let's go ahead and do it. And I probably will by the end of the week. I just have to find the right one and then get her in it, because hey, it is it's that time where if sales aren't coming in, you got to watch the money that goes out on it. Luckily, we had a great yesterday. We had a great today. We're doing, we're pushing things online. And that's kind of the stuff I'm going to talk about. I got my handy dandy notes here on what we can do to help each other, help your business, and continue to be there, not only for you, your customers, but the community as well. So what do you say? Jump right in it. Oh, Tanya's here. Hello, Tanya. And still don't know, but hey, you're trying to make dinner. Hubby found toilet paper today. That is a plus. Because that's becoming a commodity that you can just trade. Now today's a little different for me because it's Tuesday, so it should be tacos, but it's also St. Patrick's Day, so it should be corned beef and cabbage. I'm a big cabbage guy, but I will eat the crap out of some corned beef. So corned beef tacos, I kind of like the way that sounds. I don't know what was going to be made for dinner. If we get a nice, when we did the whole stockpile like everybody else, here's the menu that we made for the next 2 weeks of things that can be made any day. So it'll be interesting to see what's made when I get home. There could be some carnitas in there. I'm not 100% sure. Pam Smith is coming up as that. Thank you, Renee, for letting me know that's come up as Pam. So what are some things that we can do? One thing that I found is to let people know that we're still here. We're still in business. We're still knocking out signs, banners, decals, shirts. We're still doing those kinds of orders. And so you got to let people know, hey, even though Things are closing up. You're still here. Now, if you have an online, it's even better because nothing really changed for you. People still want to buy stuff. People still want to go out. Here, they're telling everybody not to be, not to be out moseying around if you don't need to. But yet, we still have seen it all day in the mall where people are just wandering around. People are going to do what they want to do. So give them something to give them something to do. Give them something to buy. Be there for them. So like I said, be out there. Let people know that you're still in business, that you're still wanting to be, you still want their business, that you're still making shirts, you're still making, whatever it is that you do. Something that's going to help that is, post pics, post pictures of what you got going on. Post, and it doesn't have to be, what you have going on now. If you don't have anything going on, use old pictures, use old things. Show, yourself cutting and weeding and pressing, or show yourself doing sublimation, or show yourself, making a project. Do project pictures along that, even if it's stuff you want to just learn how to do. Like with us, we've got, the puff to play with. So we've done a couple different things with that. Make a video of it, do some pictures of it, post it online. So videos are going to be, a lot cooler too, because, it gives more interest on it. So if you can make a video of one of your machines working, you can make a video of something pressing, or you can make, a video of a finished product or some turntable. Just put as much content out there as you can. And it doesn't have to be salesy. It just has to be out there to show that, you're still working, you're still doing business. Man, this does look like I am in a big top tent, doesn't it? I don't know if I ever really want to take this down with this sitting here like this, or move into the studio once that's finished up. One, because we don't know what's going on, but two, I kind of like this. Um, Something else that you can do, as I get derailed from there, is post your community info. For us here, it's different places that are still open, businesses that weren't delivering before that are delivering now, because they're taking the biggest hits. They're the ones that if they didn't have curbside, or they didn't have delivery or a drive through, they're done. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. We had a couple places that said they were going to buck the trend and stay open. And we were told later on that they were going to close, because if they did not close, their liquor license was going to be pulled. That's the government inserting what they want done. Hey, you're going to do this, and if you're not going to do this, here's the consequences. So what can we do for those people? Offer to help. We said, here, we can give you signage, or we can sell you signage. We can sell you banners. We can, deliver them to you for free. If you're in the area and you need anything like that, to let people know that you have curbside pickup, or that you offer delivery service, or a drive-through, we can help you get that message across there. We'll spread the word. So anything like that. If you see anything local that that you can help out with somebody, do it. There's no real reason for you not to. By promoting it on your pages, it's going to show, one, that you're part of the community, and two, that you're not being salesy. You're sharing information. So here, I know once they start setting up the mobile testing sites of where things are, we'll post that on there. We've had a couple different businesses that were giving away free services, and they would rather you take that money that you're going to pay them and donate it to this organization, or to this food bank, or something like that. So we're trying to share everything we have there. When the mall starts changing their hours, we posted that on there. So yeah, this is great. Look at this, Renee's. That's amazing. Everybody can share my paste. Everybody can share my paste. Everybody can share my post about restaurant signage and use them as a vendor. It's a win-win-win. We'll get stuff out to you within 2 or 3 days, so that way you'll have it. So I love that idea. Renee is a big part of that idea. So, we did that. We had a good response from yesterday. We put more out there today. We did a boosted post on it, so we'll see if we can get in some more sales on it from there. We're going to continue to put that out there for anybody that needs help. Even here in the mall, there's a couple places that are changing hours on stores. Hey, do you need some temporary signage? It doesn't hurt to ask. And really, the only one you're hurting by not asking is yourself. If you are not if you're not asking, how are you going to sell? How are you going to sell? Sell, not sale. How are you going to get the sale? How you're going to get it, you're going to ask for it. Yeah, you have to. Because if you can't ask for the sale, it might not be the right business for you. It just It is, you have to go out there and get it. When times get tough, that's when you find out who, who really wants to be in business. You're gonna see a lot of things happen. If this goes more than, here in Illinois, we're what, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks is, and then a month. No, it's a month for gatherings. So yeah, we've got what, 6 weeks total, I think, before the world will go back to normal in Illinois. And that's just a guesstimation at this point. So what do? You got to eat. This is the only source of income for our household. So if it goes under, we ain't eating, kids. I'm selling some cars. I'm selling the equipment's the last thing to be sold because hey, that's what's making the money. But started from scratch before, and we'll do it over. Because to go out and find a job right now, you're going to run into the same thing. People are not going to be hiring because they're in that same boat. What's the next thing that's going to close? What's the next thing they're going to do? So, you know, sack up. It's time to get there and be you. This is what you've been preparing for. You've been, building your business. You've been the one that wants to be successful. And you're going to see a lot of businesses fail if this continues longer than 4 weeks. And some of them are going to fail correctly. They're going to realize, hey, I can do this for X amount of dollars versus keep this going. I'm going to see a lot of it fail, not because anything they've done. It's because they're not getting a forbearance on their rent or utilities or things like that. And somebody could have $8,000 a month worth of overhead, just in keeping the lights on, not including payroll or anything, because those employees are already gone. 2 months, that's 16,000. If they're not bringing in revenue, that's just a tough hole to dig out of. So this is where you're going to see you just need to, take care of yourself first. If you and your business aren't healthy, then I don't know. So we're looking at quite a few different things of what we can do to continue to be out there for people. As far as discounting prices, yeah, there's some of the things that before. Here's what we can do for you. Next month is when I think when it gets scary for us because that's when the spring sports. That's when everything usually came in to pay out. Now what happens? If there's no little league, we did 37 teams last year. There's no little league. I mean, that was April for us. It was just baseball, softball. That was April, and then there we go. Now that's not April. What do we do? I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But in the meantime, it's going to continue to try and sell. It's going to try and promote our stuff. Still try and do the things because the world's still going to go on. People are still going to need clothes. People are still going to have birthday parties. People are still going to the weddings and that. I don't know how that's going to work. They're saying cancel all weddings. Bars are already closed. What can you do? So it's a crazy time because nobody really knows. So my best advice is keep living. Follow whatever your state mandates for what you should do to not be in trouble with them, and other than that, can continue to live on. One of the other things that our post that started looking at doing today, I didn't make enough time for it. I had it on my list. I actually had it on my list for yesterday, and it kind of got moved to today because we did other things. Was start looking for any of those free crafting things that you can do on there, like word searches, things like that, where you can make your own thing. So like on a word search, you take your area and you pick different things from here. So like for us, we'd have, our main restaurants or my favorite restaurants, Adolph's, Whitey's, we'd have John Deere, we would have, the Mark, we'd have different, what's the word I'm looking for? Attractions from here and there, and build a word search of it. Of course, we'd have Fat Dad in there too, so they could have it, but build a word search, put it on your page and say, hey, need something for the kids to do? Download this, print this out. Here's something for them to do. Start trying to find little things like that where you're just sharing information because, 1 week of spring break, okay, everybody's fine with that. 2 weeks of spring break, yeah, okay, a lot of places have that 2 week break now in between it. Once you get to 3 weeks, man, things are going to get sketchy. People are going to get tired of their kids because that's summer. We're preparing for that. To do it in here, I just saw something that said Kansas is canceling school for the rest of the year. What happens then? You're going to need to figure stuff out. So if you can provide anything to somebody to help them out, and somebody may not download it, but at least you're putting stuff out there. Like I said, there's a lot of the stuff where we put it out there too. If you need help with anything, you need a meal, you need stuff to pick up, you need medicine, or that, just let us know. We'll do it. We're out there. Will anybody take us up on the offer? Who knows? But the offer's out there, so it's just showing. I'd say of all those posts that people have done, less than 1% of those people, or 1% of those posts have been taken advantage of. Because people have things in place, or people are afraid to ask for help, or they feel a certain way by asking for help. Don't. But by you putting them out there, at least it's giving that option for somebody. So be that beacon of light in your community. Do what you can do to help the people, and what's going to happen is once this all stops and it comes to an end, the switch is going to flip. That's everything is going to be fast. If this comes back in May, June, and they're still able to do baseball, they're going to want their stuff within a week. They're going to want stuff super quick because they're going to try and push for things. So you're going to go from no sales to, holy crap, what do I do now? So set yourself up for that. In this time that it's slow, invest in yourself. Invest in your business. And what do I mean by that? Do I mean you should go take out loans and buy all this? No, it's super simple stuff. Get some books, take some training classes. We've got, I feel one of the best training systems out there with OSG. Tomorrow, we've got the building an Equid site from scratch. And so if you signed up for it, you should, I believe you've got the email with the information there. If not, I think it'll either come out tonight or first thing in the morning. But it's got the follow along, kind of step-by-step program in it there. But we're actually going to build a site live on it. We worked out a deal with Locals Love Us. When they came to us, they brought in their package deal of, I don't even know if, I thought I still had it right here handy of what their offer was to me. Maybe I don't, but I can probably look it up real quick. But so here they've got this guide. They put out 40,000 of these a year. They mail out, I think he said they mail out like 17,000, and then the other 23,000 get distributed in kind of like the penny saver thing. So I think a lot of people have this in their area, different ones in it. No, we didn't make the great list, of the top 3, but we did make the top 10. And so anytime you do that, they reach out to you and say, hey, based on it, people love you. What can we do for each other? Now, where they make their money, because since it's all voted on, they're not promoting anything on this side of it. It's all by, fan vote or, participation. So they're putting things in for it. Their original proposal to us was, I'm pretty sure I can pull it up because it should be pretty simple on this guy's name. Yeah, there it is. Yes, that's who I met. So their original proposal to us was $2,600 for a year, and in that year, they would build us out the little website that came with this, and we would get a where's it at in here? We would get a little quarter-page ad. So we'd get a little quarter-page ad for $2,600, which is a little over $200 a month. I told him, no, thank you, because unless that can provide me with a minimum of $5,000 in revenue, I do not want anything to do with it, because you just can't. There's no way really to track that. It's just kind of pissing money away. You're putting in this, you're hoping you're getting some kind of return out of it. So we went back and forth. I kind of showed them how we do stuff on Facebook side of it. Here's an ad that we ran. Here's this. Here's what I spent on it. Here's my return on it. These are the kind of numbers that I need to hit for things. So what we ended up coming up with was we worked out a plan. We got a quarter-page ad for $1,200 for the year. They did that for $1,200 cash. Then they're going to do $1,000 in trade, which means, when they need signs, banners, decals, shirts, anything like that, they've got a $1,000 credit with us. So far, great. Out of pocket, I'm going to be some material in $1,200. What I got worked into this is that it's not $1,200 up front. They're doing a monthly draw of $100 each month. Okay, now we're only at $100 a month. Sweet, right? Because that's $100 to do this. One of the other things that I worked in here was that on their site that they have locally, they have, I'm going to double check it now and see where locals love us, Quad Cities. Because on their page, so they've got 12,000 likes, people. Yeah, they've got 12,000 on their page. So with that, they are going to do 10 sponsored posts for us in the year. We're going to provide a product for them. They're going to go ahead and promote it as a giveaway. Customer comes in here, picks it up here at the store. We're going to do a picture with them with that. We'll tag each other in it. So, hey, now I've got them pushing something for a giveaway for that, for a product that will have who knows what in. The first product we're going to give away is going to be a custom tumbler, which I should have had one here. That's the beach tumblers that Corey made. So we're going to do one of those, and because we have the river right here, I think the one that's on the river is where I kill my liver, something along those lines, or beach one or something. But the point of all that was we made a hell of a deal. We're next to nothing out of pocket, $100 a month. When we moved from our old location to this location, the amount of money that we're saving on it definitely covers ad space now. Business was paying for it before. All I was doing was now bringing in more revenue because, we were bringing our overhead down. Well, now I know that that's there. I mean, spend out a little more. So why not give it a go? Nobody picked, assumed Corona was going to happen and tank everything. But hey, we're looking to the future here. So we went ahead and did that. So what we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to build the simple one product webpage there on Equid. We're going to use Equid to do it. We're going to show you how to set it up. The best thing, the hardest thing with any setting up an Equid thing is your descriptions and your pictures. You get your prescriptions. You get your subscription. You'll get your descriptions of your product taken care of. And you get your pictures taken care of. It's super simple to do. So I think with that, I could really have the site built, especially just a one product one, less than 10 minutes, less than 15 minutes. But we're going to go through the process of it. I'm going to walk you through how we do it. And some of you other ones that have built sites may have a better way to do it or found things that you like with it, because I know how I do it. Here's it goes through it. The great thing about Equid is they have an outstanding community service, or a community that's built around them, that will give you just about every service you need. Simple email away, post in a form away, and you can get any of the info in there. And the best thing about this is when we set up the single product one, it's going to be free, because anything under 10 items is free, which, hello, if you want to push something, like we're going to push mugs. The reason that we're doing that is when we do this ad with Locals Love Us, they wanted to, hey, how do we link up? How do we do this? Well, now we'll have a single product store. We'll be able to move stuff into that product store. They'll be able to link to it, and then we'll be able to see what comes from there, or, what is enough just for that one. So it should work out pretty well. We'll see how everything goes for it. But it's free, it's a free thing. So if you have some things that you want to set up and try and do, go for it. Now, if you're on the digital side of things and you do any kind of artwork, anything digitally, where if you have any software download or anything like that, you are not able to do that on the 10 or on the free Equid site. You need to bump up to the venture plan, which is, I think, like $15 for it. So that is the backside of it, where you do have to, spend a little, but you should be making more than $15 off and get it from there. So that's one of the things we're trying to do. I'm trying different things this year. I'm going to try and do what we can do to, to promote our business, to make sure that people know that we're there. We'll go through it. Like I said, we get 10 of them. So I'm hoping that, October, November, December, that's what I'm going to try and push to make sure that we have them there at Christmas time, going into it with things, personalized ornaments, personalized pajama sets, things like that we can go ahead and do and say, hey, we'll take care of this for you. We'll see how it works out. We got a year to play with that and go from there. How's it? Anybody got any questions or anything so far? I know I'm just kind of mumbling on, and I usually try and stop every once in a while. Let's see, what do we got on here? Um, let's see. What did Valerie? She's personally feel like Easter is going to be a wash and currently brainstorming how to push Mother's Day. I don't necessarily know if Easter. Well, yeah, because if they're saying nothing more than 10 people, and churches are canceling services and that, you see that. I think you're going to see more tight knit things, and if people can't do it, I think the personalization of things, getting custom things done for people. They're not able to go out. Anybody that's still working, you think about it this way too. If you're still working your job and hasn't been affected by this, okay? So I'm working, do whatever, whatever I'm doing, I'm still working. Everything's fine here. Friday comes, I get my paycheck. Oh, I can't go out to dinner. Can't go to a movie. Can't go to a show. Really can't do much with this money. All right, let's just put it here. Because where are they going to spend it? They're going to spend it online, right? I mean, this is what I'm thinking in my head. They can't go out and spend the money anywhere. They can't go out to dinner. They can't do this. They can go through a drive-through. But I'm telling you, as far as like going out to dinner, we'll do curbside every once in a while from the bees and just pick it up, bring it home. It's nothing like sitting down and conversating, having that. It's not the same. So that isn't going to happen as often. So to be able to, to provide an outlet for them, so maybe now there's a little extra money that they have in their pocket. So, before that $25, $35 shirt that, they might not have, wanted to buy because they thought it was a little much, maybe now's the time to do it because they have a little extra because they're not spending the money by going out and going to the movies and going out to dinner and all these other things that they used to do, or even for us going to the mall and just walking around, and how much money would they spend on crap they really didn't need because they were at the mall. So we try that, see what we can do on that. What else do we have here? Free waves, hello. Since basketball is canceled for the rest of the month. Yay, that's always fun, isn't it? Chuck, we're holding up. Hey, we're gonna keep doing what we can do. I'm good until the mall closes. And one of the things that we fought for when we decided to move, when we were looking at other locations in the mall, is I wanted my own outside access. Because if the mall decides to shut down, I can still get into my store. I can still work. Once or if, let's cross our fingers and say if that happens, where the mall decides to completely shut down, then we'll reassess things. How are they going to handle that? Are they just going to basically give you a forbearance on our rent? So, if we're closed April, May, we come back in June, are they just going to, have your lease extend out 2 months and pick up from there and go on? Maybe. We'll cross those bridges when they come to it. If it doesn't do that, like I said, I have no problem moving things back home. It was kind of when we were doing the transition from the old store to this store. It was some real big soul searching to see if this is something that I wanted to still do, to have a retail storefront in a mall. I hated being tied to the store and not being able to come and go, especially for client meetings and things like that. When we first had our little store, it was great because we set our own hours. Here's what we did. Here's how it worked. So one of the concessions that I made was when we moved back here is we changed our hours. So instead of technically we were here 8 to 6. The mall doesn't open until 10, but anybody that met us for meetings and that's what we did was 8 to 10. We'd book them up. They'd come in here, and that's when we do any of our consults or any of our order pickouts or apparel pickouts, anything like that. We did it 8 to 10, or we would do it after we closed in that 6 to 7 hour. I changed it now. We're 10 to 5. So I'll still get in here but this week, or no, because we're only on Tuesday, last week. Because we got back the week before on Wednesday night. Came in here on Thursday, the place looked like a bomb went off because the kids, God bless them for helping us out and moving things over here. They didn't know where anything went, so they just kind of shoved everything to the side. I opened up the gate on Thursday. I saw it. We kind of walked through. I closed the gate. We went to Mexican, and we had drinks and food. I wasn't prepared to deal with it. I needed an extra day off. So then Friday we came in, put the store together, and we were going to start going through everything then. Last week, I don't think there was a day in here that I was here before 9 because I was just, I was still working from home. I was doing a lot of online things that I needed to get taken care of, which I can do that from home or here. So just felt more comfortable doing it from home. And then one of the things, like I said, we changed our hours, 10 to 5. So to be able to leave at 5, especially when it was still dark out, I got home, I got in the light, I was able to eat dinner with the family. It was amazing. So I started to do that where I value my time more than my business. I like being able to eat dinner with the family. I like being able to grill out. I like being able to do things like that. And being here that many hours didn't allow it for me. So what do we do? Do we keep it open? Do we not keep it open? We do enough business online where I don't need the store. We can be fine on that. The overhead will take out, the big overhead expense, and transition it to what it would actually be if we were out of our house. Number is drastically different. So if we keep all of our prices the same, we make way more money. Now, I don't have Corona, so if I start coughing, don't freak out or anything. I'm just yapping, and my mouth is dry. But there's a chance I could start coughing, so we'll just throw that one out there. But even on the training side, I want to help more on that. I want to be able to provide more information, and we want to do more trainings. I'd love to be able to, especially here in the Midwest, to come visit some of you guys. Let's see what's going on in your store. What can we do to help? So having the storefront doesn't allow that. Not having the storefront does. It's something to definitely think about and go from there. And see, I rambled on about that. Free said that their kids are off till April 20th at least. We've only heard 2 weeks so far. We'll see what happens with it. Aaron said that they got the email a little before 6. Or Renee said that they got the email a little before 6, so that's great. Let's see what we got here. Becky, Gus just sent out, here, look over here, email that you can return items with no questions asked for a period of time. I just ordered a bunch of bags for after prom from Sandmar, so I'm going to be able to do something similar since our schools are now closed to August. Wow. Yeah, and that's crazy. For us, we're not ordering anything unless we have cash in hand. I at least need the deposit down to cover my cost of it. Then if something happens, hey, sorry about your luck, but I can't be out of this too. So, now we've built our way towards that where, 100% payment up front before we did anything. It saves us a lot. On some of our corporate stuff, we just had an order today where we did the order last week. Friday came, we invoiced them, then the weekend happened. And they're a county, it was for the city and for something that they have upcoming. I didn't know if the order was going to go through or not. They paid their first half of it this afternoon. Great, we can move on with the order. So, it's one of those things. If you're doing orders, especially anything big, get that payment up front. Make sure you tell them, what your return policy is. If you don't have a return policy, make one. Put it on there and say, here's what's going on. Here's what happens if we cancel. Here's this. Here's that. Let them know if you do allow them to cancel, how far in the process can they go when they cancel? Can let them till they order and you send back and charge a restocking fee. So figure that out. Cover your rear on it because you don't want to be stuck holding a bunch of merchandise or be out of a lot of money. So what does Valerie have to say here? She moved her business home over the summer. I can say I have a hard time wanting to take on every job like I did with having a storefront because life has been so much nicer since slowing down. Yeah, and that's so true. What do you, at the end of the day, what are you working for? You're working for me. I'm working from the family. I love my family. I love to do as much as I can for them, but I can't do everything I want with them if I'm going to be here, 800 hours a week. We planned on going up to Dax, and I planned on going up there, and then, Aaron doesn't even know this yet. So the kids were going to come up and surprise us. They were going to come up Friday after school, and we were going to stay the weekend. Hey, it's a water park. Well, now, if they're allowed to move it and everything stays the plan, it's Memorial Day weekend. Hey, the kids have already missed 800 days of school, so what's another day on Friday? And they just come up and, hey, we're at the water park for the weekend and come back. So that is me trying to get out there more and spread more of our message. And if I can bring the kids along and have fun with that, great. That's what we're going to do there. This is dry. Anything the monster gets to me. So, I said it's getting more stuff out there, to more things, and it's being happy with what you can do. What's one of the things that makes me happy? Well, talking with you guys. I love answering your questions. I love when I get stumped on questions that I can't that I don't know, and I'm like, oh, let's see what we can find out about it. So as Aaron and I were talking, and we know that over these next coming weeks, you're going to see a lot of your vendors offer a lot of training. Take everything that you can get, because you're never going to see another time like this where they're going to put out so much information out there for you to take advantage of, and you need to take advantage of what you can while you can do it. Great, Aaron! Look at that. We're going to have a family party. So I say, do what you can do, and for us, that leads us to Q&A with TNA. Yeah, you like that? So Aaron and I, we're going to on Thursdays, and it could be more throughout the week too. It just depends on on how everything goes there. But you can go to oursuccessgroup.com/Q&A and just ask a question. And it doesn't have to be about the business or the industry or anything with this. It can be anything. A question that was asked was, and this is a great one, and I'm just going to take care of it now. Was how did the Amish know about coronavirus? I don't know. That's a great question. So how do they know? So I found out. So here's how they know. So the health department sends stuff to the leaders of the church to be able to disperse information from. So if you want to know how any of the Amish or somebody in the community where they're not using the media, the electronics, and things like that, that's what it does. It goes to the church leaders. The states send them things so that way they can disperse the information from there. So there's your what did I learn today? So it's going to be things like that. It doesn't matter what you ask. We want to try and have fun with this. We want to try and why else would we name it Q&A with TNA? Come on. I mean, I know like there's 7 of you giggling right now, because it's hard for me not to really. But that's what we want to do. We want to, make sure that everybody realizes that you still have a life. You still have things going on. It's okay to laugh. It's okay. Right now, things are crazy. Nobody knows what's going on. But one thing we do know is we're gonna be here for you. We're here to help you get through this. We're all in the same boat together. So I said, go over to oursuccessgroup.com/QA and ask a question. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see what we do on Thursday. I can't wait to see some of the questions, but the how much find out about coronavirus? That's a great question. What how many people thought of that? And now after I ask it, we're like, that is a good question. See, it's going to be things like that. So it doesn't have to be industry related. It doesn't always have to be business all the time. It can be fun. It can live. Let's just keep living. Let's keep doing that. We also have tomorrow coming up is like I said, our Equid store. How to yeah, Valerie says it best. You definitely left the platform open for any question with that name. Absolutely. We wanted you all to have fun with it. I think it's going to be something that is going to be, well, and see, here comes Aaron. Like we said, so we figured we have this thing. Aaron's back house, I'm front of house. We meet in the middle for dinner. So, it worked. This relationship is amazing. I love it. Every day it makes me happier and happier. But see, he wants to make sure it can be industry related too. So if you have a question about anything in the industry, it doesn't have to be specific to your industry or what we do or something that we do. Find out. It can be anything, and we'll find out the answer for you. If you want to, I don't even know. If you want to know the difference between a 6-needle and a 12-needle embroidery machine, I don't even know if that's a thing. But I would find out if it's a thing. We're gonna do what we can. I hope that people take some fun from this and we're able to give a little knowledge there, a little laughter. We're gonna keep them to a half hour or less. Could be 15 minutes less. We'll answer some questions. We'll go from there. Some of these questions could turn into Tuesdays with Todd or Small Business Saturdays with Aaron. Some things that we can do there that help build on things when we want to see it can be expanded. So get your questions in. Have fun. Industry related is great. That's perfectly fine. If you want to ask anything else, go for it too. Like I said, tomorrow we have training going on over, and I believe here. Get over here for training for the Equid, how to build an Equid site. You can go there to sign up for it. You can also go to phase 2 to sign up for the monthly memberships, where you get all the trainings that we do every month. You can have those in there. Tomorrow one is going to be building Equid site from scratch. What does that mean? Exactly what it sounds like. I think the only thing I'm going to have set up prior to that is the email, because it's just a Gmail, setting up a burner Gmail account. I'll set that up beforehand, but everything else, you're going to see my screen. We're going to build right along with it on how we're doing it, to go through all the process there. So I'm really looking forward to that one, because I think if you're not selling anything online right now, you need to be, and this is something that will help you do that. It'll walk you through step by step. It'll have it'll have your worksheet, your follow along there, which I think you got emailed tonight. So it'll have, whoa, Tom Brady to the Buccaneers for 30 mil. It's not too shabby, being what, almost 40, making 30 mil a year. I got to turn off notifications, because when I see stuff like that, but this is going to help you, get to that step. If it's something that you're doing with a digital product, you're going to have to pay for the $15 one, but you'll make your money back on it because of how you're doing it. We'll go through how we set up our shipping. We'll go through, we know what our taxes are here, but we're going to go through everything, how we're doing it, how we do it. So we're going to do what we can to make you comfortable with that. We're going to need the resources that we have. We're here to help you through that. So I'm really looking forward to that. Kelly says she'll be there. Equid is kicking her booty. But I'm happy we made the huge step to switch. And Kelly did. I mean, she converted her whole site over to Equid, and that's, that was anytime, Miriam. That was, let me get that banner off there. That was some of our fun in Mexico, was going over things and how it worked. And Mexico was a business trip. As much as I got married, it was still a business trip. There might have been, drink spilled and bread broke, but it was a fun time and learned a lot. And that's why I definitely think next year, 2021 OSG will definitely have a boot camp build out or something to that effect at a all-inclusive resort, because it's amazing and we should definitely do that. What do we have here? Oh, let's see. Oh, Aaron said some questions can turn into, yep, that's what we said there. So yeah, we can dive as deep or stay as shallow as we wanted. So we've got those coming up. One of the other things that we have is, after this training, the next two are setting up a successful vendor fair and then finding your niche. So if you're in the monthly membership, one of the questions we asked you is which way we should go with that. Should we keep the same, or now with everything that's going on, should we flip-flop those and have finding your niche first, followed by then setting up for successful vendor fair? So if you remember, go in there, see the question, give your answer. So that way, you said that was one of the things that when we set this up, we wanted this to be very fluid. We wanted to be able to change things up if we need to on the fly. When we started this back in November, Corona wasn't even, a China thing yet. So, it just goes to show how things have changed. So as things change, we change with it. And this is one of the things that, hey, what can we do from that? Now, once those two are done, then we are on to the next set of 5 keys. And this one is going to be building a better business plan. Aaron's got the technical name for it. The technical name for it and the start date for it, but that's the next coming one. So we're really going to push that one. I think I might have, is it the 5 keys to launching and growing your business? Is that right? Or was that something else I read, Aaron? Aaron, what's the technical name on it? Or have we given it one? Either or, we'll get that information to you. But that's the next one that's coming up. So we're really going to push for that as well, because we think that's going to be another one of those fundamental classes to help push things through. Aaron wanted to know, what time should we do Q&A with T&A on Thursday? I said sometime in the afternoon, sometime between 1 and 5, somewhere in there. Do we need to go a little later? As Renee said, 5 p.m. CST. we could go 5 p.m. CST. Do we go what? We're going to have that out there. I don't know if we necessarily need to give it a set time. I think, as people watch the replay on it. So somewhere between 1 and 5, tentatively now, that can be adjusted, and we can go from there. As Kelly said, yeah, we imported 10,000 orders from 2014, over 450 products. It was quite the clincher and still a few hiccups, which, it's going to be. We've seen a couple of weird things on it too, where it'll work on one browser, not another browser. It'll work on direct links or not show up on this. But overall, we're working through that. And so far, I love the way how it's turned off. Let's see. 5 keys to successfully launch or growing your business is the first 5 keys we did. Oh, so what's this one? See, I got them confused. This is where Aaron comes in great at, because he keeps me very on point and very here's this, that. And if I don't have the information on me, I just start rambling. And then he gets to correct me. He loves correcting me, so it kind of works out for everybody's favor. But business planning, that's end of April. That's just want to say it's business planning end of April. That's going to be a 5-week one, just how we did before. And that one is going to be super fun to do as well. So look for more information that to come out. But here it is. What do you guys got for me? Any questions, comments, concerns? We'll do a recap, go back through. We're doing what we do. What do you got for me? Like this, I've got 2 things behind me that are probably done for the year. I've got softball stuff on this side that we did, and then symphony on this side. So what do? School is canceled, and there's no meeting or events for places. We're just going to keep, doing what we can do. Here we go. For any of for the original 5 keys too, if you're new here, back in January, we had our first 5 keys. And that one was to launch or grow your business. This is covering your overhead. This is covering pricing. This is covering marketing. It's covering delivery. It's covering everything that you needed to cover, because if you haven't done it yet, I would definitely look at it, because they're all important things, and you don't even have to be in this industry. I mean, any industry that you walk into. Do you need to know your overhead? Yep. Do you need to know how to price your product or service for profit? Yep. Do you need to know how to deliver that? Yeah. Do you need to know your workflow on how you go? Pick any job that you have. How do I get from taking the order to giving it to the customer? Workflow organization, backbone of anything, have that in order, you're taken care of. And then the marketing overview. Hello, you keep doing that. That's how customers keep them back. So those simple, easy to follow 5 keys series is available for download. You can get all 5 of them. $99. You can go there and get it. There is a coupon code. So maybe if you're nice, we'll let you know what that is. If you need it, go ahead and email it to us, or email us, and we'll get back to you on it. Because there's just, if you would like that there. If you want to pay full price, go for it. I have no problem with that either. But we'd love to have you come join that. We had 70, is that correct? Right around 70 people sign up for the first time. And it was great response. Aaron has a good one. How about we call it 5 keys to world domination with a good business plan? And my best, Mr. Burns. Excellent. It does look like a circus in here, right? I mean, it's amazing. 75. So yeah, we had 75 people sign up for it. So 75 people, I don't think we heard one negative thing out of it. Everybody seems super happy with the information that they received. Everybody seemed to be good to go with what they had and gained a lot from it. So super proud about that one. We just proud is the next one that's coming up, but that's one that started us and build it from there. So you'll always see me reference back to that one as well too. Valerie says you currently have 1 school order in the works, senior shirts for graduates, and that's it. All spring sports are on hold. Right there with you, Valerie. So the spring band stuff, we're going to have an order or a store for them done. We are going to have the, for baseball, softball. Like I said, we did 37 teams last year. I don't know if we'll do any this year. I was trying to put together a banner promo package for them, basically a fundraiser, so that they can I'll sell them a banner. So let's say a typical banner is 2 by 4, 2 foot by 4 foot, so 8 square foot banner. You guys get that banner for $12, right? So on their side, I'm going to sell that banner to them for $25. So you can do the same thing. You're paying 12, you sell it to them for 25. They can sell it to a sponsor for 50. So they make $25 off each one. And we can do different size banners with different things on it. That's what we're going to do the outside fences of the ball diamonds. So it's quick, simple, easy money. It's banners. So they come on. You give it back to them. You have what we suggest is have all the kids sign it and then give it back to the thing. There's to show, they can do whatever they want with it, but a lot of the pizza places or things like that, they'll put it up. They're proud of that they sponsored it. And then as their customers come in, they say, oh, you sponsored the Little League, and here's all the kids. It's something fun, something easy to do. So, it was one of the things I was looking forward to this year, because banners are quick, easy money, and I was looking forward to making good times with it. And now it's not. So we just got to find another revenue stream source, and that's what you do. You just keep moving on and going from there. So what else do we got? I said spring break for my son next week. Getting things ready to put on the website next week. Homeschooling for years, so this is norm for us. This is the time when homeschooling, is amazing. I could not do it. I have a problem with home parenting. Homeschooling. I'm good about when I'm here, but what happens here stays here. I don't know if I could do that at home. What stays in the classroom stays in the classroom. What come out of it? Hey, I'm dad again. No, I'm a jerk teacher who gave 400 pages of homework, because that's what I am. So that's where we're at with things. Like I said, tomorrow, Equid training class. The sign up for it is here. You can go sign up for that there. You can also sign up for memberships here. Starting this Thursday, we are going to have Q&A with TNA. Yeah, so go ahead and go here to oursuccessgroup.com/QA. Ask your questions. I said, I can't wait to hear some of them are, both on the fun side and on the business side, because why not? And nothing's crazy off topic there. The other thing too is I've noticed too that some people, they don't want to seem like they asked a question that they think is dumb or come across that way. Ask away. There's no dumb question except the one you don't answer, or the one you don't ask, right? There's no dumb question or no stupid question except the one you don't ask. So I think, it's totally, it's open, and our answer may not necessarily be the answer you want to hear. We'll be honest with you on the way that we feel about things or these things. That's the great thing about Aaron and I, is we play off each other very well, the yin and the yang. There's some things he's, diehard about. Sawgrass sucks. But, Epson's king. So what do? You just move on and keep going. That's how we roll. It works out well. The banner's great there. So I think you're going to see a lot of different answers from both of us that, from a different viewpoint, on the same thing. So I say, ask away. It's going to be great. Becky says, I have been sewing some items to add to my Etsy store, trying to sell items I already have until things pick up. There you go. That's perfect. Sell what you have. Sell what you have and make new things. That's a great way to do it there. I might be having fun with it. It was great. It's a great idea of Aaron's to name it that, because he's the dirty one, not me. I wanted to name it, Learning Time with Todd and Aaron. And he thought, Q&A with TNA was better. So, hey. He's so right. It is. He says, I just got back in here by chance. Did you see my question about the sub-transfers? No, I did not, Harry. Let me scroll back up here and see if I can find it. I'm going to try not to touch anything. My nose itched a little. It's not Corona, I promise. Harry, what was oh, and I missed this one too. Mildred made homemade taquitos with cabbage, salsa, and queso. Oh, whatever. That is amazing. And I'm driving to Indianapolis, and I'll be there soon because that sounds amazing. Oh, how did I miss that question? Or comment, I mean. Harry, no, I don't I don't see it on here. I just see you saying pizza for me. Was it? So, yeah, I don't see it on here. If you believe that, yeah, I got a bridge for you or oceanfront property. Which one is it? So that's what we got. Like I said, the biggest thing to take away from this is, hey, be strong, guys. Be out there. Be in the forefront. Let's go back and look at things you can do to help yourself out this time. Post on your page. It doesn't have to be salesy. Be what's going on in the community. Where people can, especially coming up. The big thing is the TP crisis. If you can't find the toilet paper, that's crazy. But if you know where toilet paper is, let people know. Apparently it's a crazy thing. So let people know where they can find the toilet paper at. They'll be glad to know. Share the funny stuff. Make everything as joyful as you can. Share pictures of your work, share videos of your work. Try and be there for the community as much as you can. If there's any way that you can help somebody, go for it. Like I said, we are offering the banners and that for people. Go ahead, offer them up too. You can do the same thing. Buy them for me. I sell them to you. You sell them to them. You make money by hitting a button. Magic. It's crazy how it works, but it's a win-win-win across the board for everybody. So, get out there and just push yourself. Be as confident as yourself as possible. I know it sucks. Do you think this is easy? No. It weirds me out sometimes still to see myself talking to myself and not have anybody else here. It's I don't know. I'm getting better at it. I don't think I'm anywhere near where I want to be with it. I still do weird things with my hands, and I still don't know what, and I still worry about, what I look like on TV, and, is this shirt green enough, or is it Shamrock or whatever? It's an All Made shirt. They're amazing shirts. So, that's a little plug for All Made. Love how soft they are. They're amazing shirts, and there's a hell of a story behind it. So if you don't know the All Made story, look into it. Look it up. Great company to work with. Totally check them out. Plug for them because maybe, we can work something out there and work something in the future. Something else too is if anybody out there has, a podcast, webcast, anything like that, where you're doing interviews or you have people talk, let us know. We'd love to come on and talk to your people about what we do, and we'd love to bring you in with us so you can, tell our people about what you do. So, let's all work together. The co-opetition is going to be amazing during this time. You're going to see the people that work together and work hard and support each other and support the community rise to the top. So the ones that have always been greedy buttholes are probably going to sink, and see you later. Let's buy some cheap equipment from them and move on. That's that, right? So be successful, thrive. It's your time to shine. This is what you're preparing for, to be in business and do that. So do it. We've got the Q&A with TNA on Thursday. Yes. So sign up, ask your questions there. Tomorrow night, we have the building an Equid site from scratch. Like I said, we're going to take you from the beginning. The only thing I'm going to have is just the email address, the burner email address. The rest of it, excuse me, you're going to see us. You're going to see us build it out from scratch. You're going to see, what we do, and it may not be the exact same way you would do it, but at least you're going to have an idea of it and be able to get in there and do stuff from there. Because once you do one product, it's simple enough to add product, duplicate product, add there, so you'll be able to go on it from there. So that's tomorrow night. Then we do have 2 more trainings coming up in April, finding your niche and setting up for a successful vendor fair, followed by the next set of 5 keys, which is going to be the business plan one. Yeah, so there'll be more information to come on that. Just throw a little teaser out there. That's going to be amazing. 5-part, 5-week thing. If you took the 5 keys, you're in for some good stuff there. What else do we got here? Anything else before we get out of here? Tanya said that she just talked to did you get that? Yeah, so that's French for boutique owner. She just talked to a boutique owner about All Made. Yeah, I love them. The story behind it is a great story, and so go for it. I do great. Thanks, Aaron. You're not too bad at all. Do you have submachine to print transfers on for like mouse pads and koozie? Yep. Well, I can help you out with that too. How many people in the second section of Wednesday training? how many people are in the second or in this on Wednesday, tomorrow's class. I think we have like 35, 37, somewhere around there sign up for Curtis for tomorrow night's class. But yeah, Harry, yep, we can do transfers for koozies and that, and it's all based on sheet. So depending on how many images you can get on a sheet, how big that are. So you can just email me over the info, and I can get you a cost on it there for it. Other than that, I think we're good. I don't have much else for you tonight. All my notes, I was able to hit on those. I was able to get another Q&A with TNA. It's awesome. So we were able to do that. I'm ready for tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to try and you're going to see more posts from me before. February was a slow month because we were, doing the wedding stuff, and we were doing the, are we moving? Are we not moving? Or what are we doing in the store? So that took up a lot of my focus, and I left social media behind for a month. And boy, could I tell the difference in our sales on that, because I just wasn't being as active. So it's back to the active pad for me. And you're going to start seeing, 3-5 posts from me a day in different formats, as much as 10. I'm back on the buffer train, signing stuff up, ready to go, because it's time to be out there in front of people. It's time for you to do what you need to do to be successful. Don't sit back and play the woe is me card and be all pity party crap. That's not going to work. Get on, put on your big boy pants or panties or whatever big boy is to you. I don't know if it's just the boy shorts, or if it's the boxers, or if it's the nut huggers, or if it's the thongs, or whatever it is, whatever your big boy stuff is. Come on, let's do it. Let's get there together. Let's come together as a group, as a team, and let's be successful together. So until tomorrow, when we have training tomorrow night, we will see you then. You guys have a great night, and you still haven't come up with a tagline for me. So, why do I feel like you're gonna have a new T-shirt tomorrow? Great. See, this is what I'm going to do in this downtime, is now I'm going to have to create a fun new thing with this, because I'm totally thinking like of characters of both of us right here in the side with a circle, Q&A with TNA around it. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Maybe. I mean, post office is still running. So, all right. You guys have a great night. Otherwise, I'm going to be here even longer. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you in the groups. Let me throw that on there. If you don't know where to find us, you can find us online at I believe I have everything on here too. You can find us at oursuccessgroup.com. You can find us, I hear a phone ringing somewhere. You can find us at oursuccessgroup.com. Yeah, you can find me at Fat Dad Wholesale. You can find one of our groups at facebook.com/groups/Fat Dad Wholesale. But I do believe that's going to be changing. There was a reason we kept that from the beginning, because of the prior group that I helped run, conflict of interest there. Now that that's no longer in play, I do believe this is going to change, and that's going to change the business basics. That'll probably happen here in the next week or so. Might even happen tonight, but that's going to happen from there. So yeah, you'll be able to get to us all. If you are on Facebook, you can find us over on YouTube at Fat Dad Wholesale there. That's where one of the things you're going to see more from us is more of our application videos. So it is, how our products work, how we press them, what we can do, how we install them, because, hey, we do everything they can for you. So, like I said, threw a lot there at the end. Go back and watch it, see what you can do from there. You guys should have, I got a text message from OSG. I feel special. You guys have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Find me my sign off. See you later.